Welcome back, folks, and today we're going to take a look at the new Club Grayskull Mattel Creations exclusive hero figure. Now right here, it looks like they're trying to make it a little bit fancy. Put it in some white paper, covering up the figure, but we take that off, and here it is, folks. The power of Grayskull Hero, the most powerful wizard in the universe. Loving the fancy box, and then right there on the side of the box, we got some nice artwork of Hero, and then on the other side, some more artwork of Hero looking all heroic. But on the back of the box, oh my God, that artwork. We got Shirella on the side with her crossbow ready to snipe out that Minotaur while he gets that shit in against Hero. Now that Minotaur, my good friend, Bombstar Outcast, he's gonna try to make that for me this week. But right there, loving what I'm seeing. And overall, I'd say the packaging in itself definitely lives up to the expectations of their Club Grayskull membership. But they ain't done yet, because when you open the box right there, they got Hero displayed right there with the mini comic behind him. This extra fancy box with just one little weapon in it. But I do appreciate the effort. But now it's time to cover the mini comic Hero's Journey, written by Joshua Skye. To make a long story short, the story picks up back long ago in the lands of Pre-Eternia, looking like the land of the lost, where we pick up with Hero about to get his shit pushed in by a pack of wolves, but he ends up slipping into the Cave of Wonders and ends up seeing this mystical staff just floating in the air. All of a sudden, this voice starts talking to his ass like he's Neo of the Motu universe, talking about choose between light and dark, good or evil. So of course his ass picks the side of light. Then all of a sudden the spirit of Grayskull comes out to give him some words of encouragement, hype his ass up, and then he passes out and wakes up in front of some old ass man talking about he's got to make a choice. He could train in the arts of techromancy and be the best around, or he could go back to be being a bum. The choice is his, and of course he chose to be the best around. So Eldor didn't waste no time and put his ass to work. He gave his ass that Mr. Miyagi training, you know what I mean? That slave labor, wax on, wax off type of stuff. So he got that shit in, fetching the water, doing whatever he needed to do, and after a good training montage, his ass became Hero. No longer a boy, but a grown-ass man, ready to go on some new adventures. So while they off walking around, the great black wizard hears about the staff and wants to go steal that shit from him so he can capture Grayskull. So he ends up getting a whole bunch of snake men together to go get the jump on his ass, and they do just that. So they ambush him and try to take the staff away, but Hero ain't going out like no punk bitch, so he pops off and shoots the great black wizard dead in his chest. And of course he ain't like that shit, so they end up capturing Eldor, got him gripped up by his neck, ready to snap it if he don't give the staff up. But luckily for Hero, they was in Moss Man's hood, and he don't tolerate that shit around there. So he gripped their ass up with the trees and sent their ass running. And afterwards, Eldor introduces the two to each other, and they end up forming the new Masters of Pre-Eternia. Well shit, folks, that was a good ass story. Great job, Joshua Skye. Y'all see that shit right there, folks? He is almost at 1,000 followers. Let's help him get there, because he's got plans, folks, let me tell you. But now let's check out Hero. Now, the main thing that stands out to me on this figure is that vac metal armor right there. I love it. But let's start off from the bottom to the top to get a better look at each piece. And them boots right there, do y'all see that shit? That shit is bling blah all day. I am so glad they gave us brand new boots instead of just reusing some old shit, you know what I mean? Working our way up, we got a new waist piece right there. Definitely feeling that. And then right there on each arm, we got some new arm gauntlets, and I'm so glad they can come off the arms if I choose to do so. I'll probably take them off of one of my extra Hero figures to make a custom, but that vac metal vest, oh, that shit looks so good. But that fucking face though, that shit right there, it looks like Ken to me, a retired Ken. He done been in the game for a long time, wanted to switch up brands, and now his ass rocks out with Motu. You see that shit compared to the vintage version and the Super 7 version? It don't look like that. That motherfucker looks like him right there, Ken all day, every day. I know you see that shit in the face. Look at his ass. Now right here, as you can see, he got the I know you did it, just say that shit to me type of head wobble. So overall, I'm satisfied, but once you see it as a retired Ken, you can never unsee that shit. That's what he is. But take a look at the back of the body. We see a better look at that big ass plastic cape. Now, I wish we would have got a cloth cape, just like the Masterverse version of Hero, but you know how it is with Motu, they give us that shit sparingly. But for the most part, yeah, the pattern on the cape looks good as shit, just like Scarecrow's cape. But it's not Scarecrow's cape, for y'all that was curious. But then right there, that staff, very satisfied with that. Easily opens up, you just pull, each one down like you opening up an orange, you know what I mean? And it stays open just like that. But taking a look at the tramp stamp on the back of the body, made in 2024, so they did a good job on it last year. But now let's take all the pieces off the body just so you can get a better look at that whole torso and everything like that. And I'm liking it, but I see that Drunk He-Man is loving that staff. Might have to put all this shit on him. But like I said, very satisfied with what we got. But now let's switch it up real quick. We put that head, what? God damn it. This is the problem that I've been having, I ain't gonna hold you. During the course of this whole video, you see, the motherfucker don't wanna stand up right. He's weak in the ankles, you know what I mean? You see that shit? Keeps on tumbling over. I don't know what it is, whether it's them boots, it's the boots, you know what I mean? I don't got no other problem like that. You know, you see that shit? Now he wants to act right. I'ma leave him like that so he doesn't keep falling over. That's the only problem I have with them boots. They don't like to stay up straight. But that face, that's Ken. You cannot tell me his ass don't look like Ken. Now right here, comparing him next to the custom I did last year, which I used the Masterverse pieces to make his ass, I did pretty good. Boots for the most part, they gold, they work out, but I'm glad that they made new ones and didn't use that shit right there. The waist, I did what I could to make it match that. But right there, that vest, there ain't no getting around that. Vac metal vest. But then the fucking face. We got the Ken face and the other one, I'm conflicted. I don't know which one I like better. But for them capes, yeah, I want me a cloth cape and actually ordered a couple different versions off of eBay so I can match that shit up and make it look just like that, but better. But for anybody that's got a problem with that Ken face, just switch it with the Masterverse one. All in all, folks, I'd say I'm satisfied with the purchase. This whole Club Grayskull shit that they want to do. The $10, a small price to pay, and just eat that shit up by acting like you paid $30 for this shit right here. Just for that first figure. You want some extra heroes? Them bitches is 20. But for the Vac Metal chest, the staff, the new grist gauntlets, and them Vac Metal boots, definitely loving it. Would have been nice if his ass would have came with a nice blue power sword, but it is what it is. I cannot wait until we get Eldor right there. That's my stand-in until he comes in. But let's just hope that Mattel keeps it up with these Club Grayskull releases and brings them out at least once a month. Shit, I paid $10. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching, folks. And if you like what you saw, do my ass a favor and drop me a like. Subscribe to the channel while you're at it. It ain't gonna hurt you, is it? Come on now. Go ahead and hit the button. I know you have to hit the button. Hit that goddamn button, drop a like. All right, I'm out of here.